Brought to you by the Every Dollar app. Start budgeting for free today.
Danielle is on the line in Birmingham, Alabama. Up next. Danielle, how's it going?
Hey there. Thank you so much for taking my call.
Sure. You sound excited. We like that.
I am excited because I am in a tricky spot and I would love your help.
Rachel specializes
We can't
in
wait. What's going on, Danielle?
So I have quite a bit of debt, but the debt that I'm focused on right now is the most pressing debt. I have student loan debt, but I'm still in school. So I'm kind of pushing that to the side because this debt that I'm in is about $16,000 and it's more pressing. It consists of my car loan and then a few smaller things. A credit card that's at $865. I have a small dental bill that is interest-free of $340, and then a small bill from school that's $130. I'm getting roughly $5,000 back from my tax return. It's also important to know that my car loan is at 27% interest rate.
Oh.
George
Yes,
just kind of threw up a little bit. Hold on. Let's make sure he can recover.
I'm good.
You
I'm
okay?
back.
You good?
Yeah, just
You want
a
some of
little
my water?
digestion.
You want some of my water?
Oh, what's
Okay,
left on
he's
this
back.
car loan?
Do what?
What's left on the car loan?
It is $14,406, and the car itself was $20,000. I put $5,000 down when I got it, and this was only a year ago. The interest is just killing me.
Oh, man.
How much
Did you
is-
have terrible credit? How'd you get a 27% interest rate?
So when I was younger, I'm a single mom, and I went into a car dealership by myself with my newborn baby. They took full advantage of me. It was a Nissan. I'm actually in a class action lawsuit with Nissan because of their transmission. My car ended up dying 3 times from the transmission. I still owe $10 on it, and I can no longer keep dumping $4,700 into it for new transmission.
Yeah.
So I finally stopped paying on it after the 3rd transmission, and they repoed it. I should have voluntarily repoed it, but I just let them take it. So I have a repo on my credit.
From back in the day. And so when you went and bought this car, that's what caused the interest rate.
Correct.
Gotcha.
That was just a year and a half ago. I got this car in March of last year.
Okay. How much do you make a year, Danielle?
I do get some child support. So factored in with my child support, I get roughly $25,000 to $26,000
A year?
a year.
Yep. Okay. What do you do for a living?
Well, I'm a student as well, but I work in dermatology. I was working in the clinic, making a lot more, but I took a pay cut to work from home because of my son.
Okay. Okay.
Well, to answer your question, I would use all 5,000 and knock out your debt smallest to largest, which would knock out a bunch of these little debts that are ankle biters right now.
Okay, so the 3 debts, the smallest ones, I have in order. I could knock out 2 of them right now. I do have a savings of $1,700.
Great.
Well, I would keep
that I could
1,000.
knock out, but
I would
right.
I would keep
also,
it. Yeah. Oh, go ahead. Sorry.
I'm sorry. I also am in a pretty bad position because my boyfriend and I just broke up. We were sharing a place together, so my rent was half of what it would be anywhere, maybe even less than half. So I'm about to move into my own place with my son, and my rent's going to be double.
Okay. Have you looked into other places for a lower rent?
Yes, a studio apartment would cost me about $700 for me and my son. Right now, I pay about $460.
Okay.
So it'd go up to 700 if you do the studio?
Yes.
Okay.
And when are you done with school, Danielle?
I'm hoping to graduate in December with my undergrad. And then I just have to take my GRE and I go to PA school. That's a whole nother situation with finding support for my son. So
Yeah.
And will you be working during that whole time?
I'm not supposed to. I Instacart on the side now. So I'll still do that on the weekends.
How will you pay for PA school?
Probably loans.
Oof.
How much student loan debt do you have now, Danielle? How much will you have when you graduate in December?
I'll have close to $70,000 worth of debt for my undergrad.
On top of the 18 that you listed out.
Right.
How old is your kid?
He just turned 6.
Okay.
Oh, great. Is he in school?
He is. Yes, he's in kindergarten.
Oh, okay. I have a kindergartner too. So
Good times.
fun age. Okay. So Danielle, what's your undergrad in?
I am pre-PA, and it's in psychology.
It's in psychology. Okay. Here is what I'm going to suggest, Danielle. You said you went back to work from home to be with your son.
Took a pay cut for that.
Yep. So the fact that he's in school, though, is encouraging. I didn't know if he was like 2 years old or, how old he was. So I think one of the best things that you can do, Danielle, from a financial standpoint, which bleeds into other areas of your life of just stress and anxiety, I mean, all of it, right? When you have your money under control, it does give you a sense of peace to be able to fall back on, because money's the tool we have to have in this life, right? To make decisions. And I want you to have that control. That's what I want for you, Danielle. And I think the path that you're going down towards a lot of debt is going to lead to a lot of stress, a lot of strapped feeling months with payments and beyond, right? Because, I mean, if you go into PA school with $70,000 in undergrad degree, I mean, you're going to be easily 6 figures, right, into debt.
Right.
So what I would suggest for you is that $5,000 tax credit to apply that, yes, all towards your debt. I was going to ask your car. It's a $16,000 car. How much could you sell it for? Have you Kelly Blue Booked it at all?
I'm upside down significantly on it.
You are?
It was not a good purchase. It's a Jeep Compass. It's been in the shop a lot. I've spent so much money on it.
Okay.
If I sold it privately, I could possibly get $7,000 for it.
Okay.
And then I'm left with $7,000.
All right. Yep. Okay. So the number one thing I would do, Danielle, is I would up my income, and I would, even if you have to find childcare there for the last, 2 hours of the day, whatever that looks like for you. But I think one of the best things you can do right now is up your income from $26,000 a year. And again, this may not be in the field you want to work in, but I would find anything. I mean, anything to do. And I mean, looking at $45,000 to $50,000 a year. I mean, if you can just double your income with a salary paying job that has good insurance and all of that, that's going to significantly change your world, Danielle, significantly, because that's going to bring in so much more income for you. You're going to be able then to knock out this debt with that $5,000 tax credit coming in. It's lowered all the way down to, $11,000 or so, and start chucking money at that $11,000, get that all paid off. And then I want you to tackle that $70,000 student loan debt. And I would pause PA school. And I know that's probably crushing your dreams right now, but just looking from the outside in, I just see you walking down this path into more and more financial destruction, going deeper and deeper and deeper into debt. And I want you to be able to have the freedom to make decisions with your life and for your son on what you want to do, right? And when you have no payments, that freedom is there. And if you're stuck in a cycle of payments, though, and owing, it keeps you in jobs you hate. It keeps you in situations that you may not want to be in. And so that freedom, I think, is one of the best things you can do. So if I could convince you to pause PA school, and I would see if I could just double my income. And even you said, you're working Instacart on the side, which is so great too, a side hustle. And it's going to take probably, 4 years, 5 years or so
to clean up the mess you have and then cash flow the rest. Because what's PA school going to cost? $100,000 easily?
Probably, yeah. The thing that I was banking on is the fact that I would make $200,000 as soon as I get out.
I wouldn't bank on that. Have you actually looked at what people are making as soon as they enter the PA field in Birmingham?
Yes. I wouldn't be working in Birmingham. I would move out of state. I'm from Pennsylvania, and that's where I would go back.
What's keeping you in state now?
My son, because of child custody with his father, he gets him for like 5 hours on Sundays.
So what will change that will allow you to move in the future?
Once I have a career-based job, if I move there, they will allow me to do that.
So you could start a career in Pennsylvania now, correct?
If I had a degree, yes.
Okay, so let's say in December you finish this degree out and you move closer to family, more support, and have a career. Is that a possibility?
Well,
You're
I
gonna
don't
move
really
anyways.
have support out there either.
What was
is
the
the
reason to
thing.
move to Pennsylvania?
Just because that's where I want to be, and it's more money out there.
Well, I would go to the most affordable PA school once you can cash flow it, possible, and then move
Right.
to where you want to move to be a PA.
Right, and that was another reason why I was staying in Birmingham. The schools are cheaper here than in Pennsylvania.
Okay. Well, the key here is we don't want you, you're already almost 6 figures in debt. You're going to add another 6 figures to that and not be able to climb out of the hole while still making 25, 26. So that is just an unsustainable path that really freaks us out. And so that's why we're recommending going to doubling your income. What were you making before you took the pay cut?
I was making closer to 41.
Okay. Is that job still available? Could you go back to that?
I can go back to it. The reason why I left that job was because my son got kicked out of daycare before he started kindergarten. And so this was just something that I could do. It's with the same company.
Okay.
I just been working from home instead of in the clinic. So
Then I'd go
I
back.
can go back at any time.
Yeah, I would do that.
That's going to give you a $15,000 raise instantly.
Right.
That'll change your world to get rid of this debt.
Yes.
And once you have enough money saved, you still may want to get out of this 27% auto loan. If you can save up, $10,000 and you pay off you sell the car, you'll have 7 left, pay that off, you'll have 3,000 to get just a beater car, but maybe one that's more reliable and paid off.
Okay. Would you, I don't know if even refinancing it is worth it or if that's even a possibility, but if I took that 5,000, I've got 17 in savings. If I
You have
took out the rest
$17,000 in
of my
savings?
I'm sorry, 1,700.
Oh, I was like, well, that changes things. Okay.
No, I'm sorry. I wish. I could take the 1,700 and take out the smaller ones that I've got built up. My credit card, the dental loan, and then my school. And then the rest is just my car. I don't know how refinancing really truly works. I've never done it before, but if I took $5,000 towards that, would that be a possibility to get that interest rate lower?
It may get the interest rate lower, and there may be a break-even point. And so you can look into that because going from 27 down to even 15 is a win for you right now.
Yeah.
So you can look into that. But
Absolutely.
again, it's not going to change your world, but it may help you just
Right.
go from treading water to making some progress. So
Yeah, for sure. And upping that income, Danielle, getting that margin in your life,
That's the key.
it's gonna do a lot for you. And I would make some drastic moves in that area first. And I would pause PA school. I really would. I would work myself out of this debt, get a great salary job, and you and your son have a stable life. And then at that point, you're able to say, okay, what do I want to do going forward? And then you can make a decision from there. But I don't want you to making a decision out of this urgency that I have to just jump into something because we make poor decisions when we don't have bandwidth.
Create your free every dollar budget today, the simplest way to budget for your life.